Should you or shouldn't you fall in love with potential when dating? Huddle up. Coach T speaks. Fellas, we need to have an honest conversation today. There's too many fellas I see, too many men are falling in love with the woman's potential, not her reality. You're seeing what she could be instead of what she is actually. You're seeing what she could be instead of what she actually is. And you know what happens when you do that? You start ignoring red flags, bro, because you're focusing on the future version of her that does not exist. You're focused on the future, bro. And with her in it, that reality, bro, it doesn't exist. Now, this video, I'm not knocking and I'm not bashing women, but I'm just showing you, I'm painting a picture for you, bro, that this is a reality. So in this video, I'm going to break down why falling in love with potential will cost you, bro. It's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you some peace. It's going to cost you purpose, and how to spot the difference between women who's growing and a woman who's just talking. That's what this video is for, bro. So let's get into it, bro. I call this the trap of potential. Men, they fall in love with potential, bro. I see some men, they're falling in love because we're naturally problem solvers. We want to be able to fix things. We see something broken and we want to fix it. You know, sometimes when I was younger, we used to break things apart and tear toys apart just so we could try to refix it and rebuild it. And that's what sometimes, unfortunately, men start to do when dating. Not all men, but some of them. And it's a serious situation, bro. We see potential and we want to build it. But here's the truth, bro. You ready for this? You're not her savior, bro. You are not her savior. You're not her, what they say these days, life coach. You're not her life coach, bro. You're either her partner or her project manager. Think about that. Either you are her partner, equally yoked, or you are her project manager. You choose. You get to choose, bro. When you fall for potential, you start investing in her version of her. You start investing in a version of her that really, it doesn't exist. It may exist in your imagination, but that's about it. You start telling yourself, once she matures, she'll be ready. Once she gets over her past relationships, we'll be good. Once she gets focused, we'll be unstoppable, bro. We'll be a power couple. Bro. That's not reality. That's in your imagination. But guess what? That version of her, it may never show up, bro. And now you've wasted months, maybe even years, waiting on someone who never planned to grow. Let that sink in, bro. You're out here working on yourself, working to better yourself, to improve so you can show up for the 9s and 10s. You're tired of the 2s and 3s. You're watching these videos, Coach T coming every day. As a matter of fact, I want you to pause this video, hit like, hit subscribe, because every day I'm going to be driving a point on what you need to do to better yourself out here in your dating journey. So I'm going to show up every day. I want you to meet me here. So hit like, hit subscribe. But let's get back on topic. Sometimes, bro, you will waste your months, you will waste years showing up, bro, for someone, you know, who never planned to grow, bro. And that's the reality. And that's something that you have to ask yourself. Are you comfortable choosing, spending a few more months, spending a few more years doing that when you can move on and date successfully? Potential sounds good, bro, but reality is what you build with. Potential, awesome. You could potentially hit the lottery, awesome. You could potentially one day your ship will come in, awesome. But what's the reality, bro? We have to deal with the here and now. You can't build a stable relationship on hope, bro. You cannot build a stable relationship on hope. You build it on habits. You're working on your habits. She needs to be working on her habits, if that makes sense to you, bro. So ask yourself, What is she showing you right now? What is she showing you right now? Is she inconsistent? Does she lack discipline? Does she play these little games? Or does she match your energy? Can she match your own energy? If she's inconsistent, lacks discipline, plays games, or doesn't match your energy, bro, that's not potential. That's a pattern. That's a pattern, and patterns always tell the truth. Men get stuck because they confuse chemistry with compatibility. I'm going to say that again. Chemistry or compatibility, and potential with progress. Men get stuck because they confuse chemistry with compatibility and potential with progress, bro. That is what it is. Chemistry feels good, bro. Potential looks good, but progress proves something, bro. Chemistry, fine, looks good. Potential, looks great, but progress proves something. You will know if you really have something, bro, if you see progress. Let's be real, bro. As a man, your job isn't to pull someone up who doesn't want to grow. That's not your job, bro. Your job is to build your world, and invite someone who's ready to match your energy. You have to protect your energy, bro, at all costs. Your job is to invite someone in that's ready to match your energy. A woman who's truly growing doesn't need you to save her, bro. She doesn't need to be saved by you. She's already on her path. The right one, the right woman, she just wants a man who's on his. Don't get off of your path. So when you meet her, you should see alignment and not assignment. I'm going to say that again. You should see alignment. You're heading in the same direction and not an assignment. You are not her project manager. Too many men are dating women hoping she'll eventually catch up to your vision. You have goals and dreams and a vision. You're waiting for her to catch up. But kings don't chase potential, bro. Kings, real men, you don't chase potential. They choose partners. We choose partners who are already working in purpose. You're not looking for someone to fix. There's too many other problems going on out here in the world, bro. You don't have time for another project. You're not looking for someone to fix. You're looking for someone to flow with you. You're looking for someone to flow with you, bro. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying avoid women at all, or just avoid women who are still building, because the reality is, bro, we're all a work in progress. That's not what this message is about. I want you to hear me clearly, bro. You don't have to avoid women who are still building. That's improvement. That's growth. We're all still improving, bro. We're all still a work in progress. But there's a big difference between someone who talks about change and someone who's doing the work. That's a big difference, bro. Here's how you can tell the difference. If she says she's healing, but still repeats the same cycles, bro, red flag. If she says she's working on her goals, but there's no consistency, bro, red flags. If she says she's different, but her actions don't back it up, you already know, bro. Red flags. Now compare that to a woman who's in motion, who's moving and grooving, who's on her path. She takes accountability. That woman you're looking for, she's growing emotionally with you. That woman you're looking for, actually, she's growing with or without you. That woman you're looking for, she's not trying to be perfect. She's just not trying to stay stuck. There's some women, bro, they want to be stuck. They enjoy being stuck. They talk about being stuck. They talk about being stuck with other women. You're looking for a woman who, she might not be perfect, but she's like, I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be her. I'm not gonna be stuck. That's potential with proof. If you know what I'm saying. That is potential. Somebody who's accountable and she's growing, that is potential with some proof to back it up. That's a woman you can build with, bro, and not babysit. You want a woman you can build with and not babysit out here, bro. You don't have time for that. So here's the bottom line, fellas. Stop falling in love with what she could be. Stop falling in love with what she could be. Start paying attention to what she is. That's going to save you some time, effort, and money, bro. Pay attention to what she is right now. If her potential doesn't come with patterns, discipline, and direction, it's just a dream. Like there was this one song by a Notorious Big, B.I.G. He said, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazines, bro. Falling in love with potential, it's just a dream if it doesn't have discipline and direction. And you don't build your life around, here's a message that you really need to remember, bro. And I'm being very serious with you. You don't build your life around someone else's dream that they're not even chasing their self. Never build your life and your self-worth and everything you have. You build it around a life, around someone, and they don't even value it. They're not even chasing that dream, bro. You want it more for them than they want for themselves. You're a man with purpose. Don't lose your focus trying to rescue someone who doesn't want to save herself. That's a hard truth, bro. Don't lose your focus trying to rescue someone, bro, who doesn't even want to save herself. Love her reality, respect her growth, but never fall, or love her reality, but respect her growth, but never, fall for her potential. That's not what you're looking for, bro. You're looking for someone out here who can meet your energy. Because potential without action, that's just a pretty lie, bro. It's just dressed up. Looks like, oh, this is a future. That's not a future, bro. That's just a pretty lie dressed up as a future. So fellas, if this hits home, drop a comment, bro. Share with one of your brothers that needs to hear this message, bro. But remember, stop chasing potential and start choosing peace. You deserve to win big out here, bro. Keep swinging. Keep swinging. Like I just watched the World Series. They kept swinging, bro. They kept swinging. And eventually, you're going to knock one out the park out here. Huddle up, huddle up. Coach T speaks.